A lot of times I talk about these different guys in my shows, and people want to know. I think a lot of people don't realize how much talent is there. Like these guys that are phenomenal songwriters and nobody's ever heard of them. A lot of them have written the songs for the people that you get to know. A big part of it for me is learning from the Nashville people. It's not just the writing, it's how you perform, stage banter, how much time you spend on either telling a story or playing a song. You know, I meet these people and they're all really nice people, which makes it even easier, but it's not just that they're nice, they want to share. So when I write with them, I learn something, and hopefully I bring ideas to the table for them.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, raining.
Yeah. Where we headed to?
Heading to Waffle House, man.
Yeah, it's a Saturday morning, huh?
Yeah, should be all right. By the way, Shinny's never been to Waffle House. I don't know exactly what order everything, but I gotta sit down and figure out some songs I'm gonna do for tomorrow's show. I think I'm a featured performer for half an hour at the Whiskey Bent. We're gonna go see our buddy Mark Allen in the afternoon, chat with him for a few. Might go to Bobby's tonight. I gotta call my friend Jim Martin, see what he's got going, or Ray, see if we can get on stage there and make some plans with people. One thing I've learned, you can't, like, I have to plan these trips like months out. You can't, but people here are like, just, you know, look me up when you get into town, so. It's always cold in Waffle House.
Y'all need coffee?
I definitely need coffee.
You need a menu?
I don't, but he does. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
A video and a movie?
We're doing a video daily blog, what they call, like a keeping track of the trip.
Cool. Where are y'all from?
Virginia. And I come down here to play 3-4 times a year.
What's your name?
Dave, Mininberg. You play? Sing?
I can sing in the shower. As long as nobody's out there.
This is Jill, and she can sing in the shower.
That's right.
Smothered and capped. That's onions and mushrooms, raisin toast, eggs over medium.
Yes, sir.
Bon appetit, buddy. Talking about your ex, we had no idea we'd be more than friends. I'll be give thanks. Maya Angelou, causes that make me feel not always what you say, what you do. It's been a life of worry, but it's been a life of love, and we go together like a hand in a glove, and I'll always be by your side no matter what life brings. And I hope this song lets you know that you are my everything. Oh, that's going to be for Velvet and Barb, and I cannot wait to hear what Tim and Seth and the guys are all going to do with that song tomorrow. I think it's going to be really cool. I am excited. Or Monday. Yeah, not tomorrow. Like, this is me with socks.
Yeah, that's pretty close though.
Oh. All right. Well, let me know how the paper goes.
All right.
Yeah, I hope Grandma does okay. Mom's supposed to come down tomorrow.
All right.
All right, kiddo. Love you.
Oh, you too.
It was weird because here you are with seeing somebody I haven't seen in a while, like Janet Charles or Ray or somebody, and I'm happy. It's, hey, what's up? How you been? What's going on? And then either while talking to them or right after, you remember that Brenda passed away, and you know, Amy's mom, and that was why we had delayed our trip to Nashville. So, and you know, Brenda's always been really supportive of my music. She would always watch and be, she would, like, I'd talk to her and she would say, I was watching that America's Got Talent, or, you know, The Voice. I don't know why you can't be on here. I don't know why, you know, I don't know why you're better than they are. And so I, you know, it was nice because Brenda was pretty straightforward. She was telling me, she's like, I like your songs. Well, except one. And I was like, what's that? And she told me, she's like, yeah, I don't like it. And I was like, well, why not? Like, I was hoping for a little insight. You know, maybe she'd, and she goes, I don't like the way it sounds. Well, okay. So it wasn't like she just was blindly liking everything I did. But anyway, so it was weird because you're having this good time, and then in the back of your mind, you know, and you know, that happened. She passed away on Tuesday. You know, you're worried. You're worried about her, my father-in-law, her husband. You're worried about your wife, how she's holding up. My daughters were struggling a little bit. Emma called, and you know, there's always a lot of things to talk about at this stage in her life as a college kid. And Julia too. You call her. There's lots going on, but yeah, I think it really bothered the both of them. I mean, they were struggling with it. We've been very lucky that all four grandparents were still alive up until this point in time. So I think you're just really lucky if you get to know your grandparents. It's why we moved back here from Miami, just to be closer. You know, family's always been real important to me, that the kids know they have family. Whether it's me and my wife, or their cousins, or their grandparents, I think they know they can call a lot of people if they have an issue. So, and anyway, I think it was hard for both of them. And so that kind of weighed over the Nashville trip, but it's sort of this weird dichotomy where you have this weight of dealing with this issue, but that issue also reminds you to appreciate what you're doing, what you have. You know, the fact that I can go to Nashville, that we can hire a videographer, that I can play at places with people who have, you know, one guy's been in the Country Music Hall of Fame, another one I think is in the Alabama Writers Hall of Fame, or you just know they're great, even if this, you know, the great world hasn't recognized them yet. They're just really good, and you get the opportunity to be up on stage with them, which means you must be pretty good, which is fucking cool. So, yeah, anyway, it reminds you of that. Every time you go through a crisis in your life, I think you're reminded of, hopefully, you know, appreciation of what you have.
I'm gonna watch the sunset and mellow for a while. Feel the sand, smell the salt. It always gets me high. 3 hours to get here, but it feels a world away. I feel small staring at the ocean as the waves wash my troubles away. So as usual, when I get to Nashville, I get lucky, things pop up. So we got different things going on. So we're gonna head over to Bobby's Idle Hour, and we're gonna meet Ray Sisk, who I met last time I was here. And Jim Martin told me to come over there and play, and we got there and there was barely anybody there. And Ray was on stage with 1 or 2 guys, and he invited me up, and since nobody else was there, we all played for a few hours together, and I just absolutely loved Ray's stuff and his phrasing, and he was also real supportive, you know. And you do find that in the songwriter world, in terms of the older guys you meet, they tend to be real supportive, and, you know, they're honest if they think you should change stuff or work on things, but in a good, positive way. Anyway, we're going to go hang out with him for a bit. I don't know if we're going to play or not. And then we'll go to Mark Allen's. And then another young guy heard me playing when I was doing my front porch shows, Hunter Lott. He had reached out to me and recently moved to Nashville now. So he's over at Tootsie's, so we're going to say hi to him. here at Bobby's. Now, Bobby's used to be about a block over, and it was on the tour, the bus tour. So he'd be playing for like 5 people, and then all of a sudden, the bus would stop, and 20, 30 tourists would all pile in this old bar. And it was the last place that had live music on Music Row. But somebody bought out the building, so they moved it over here, and it's definitely got some of the same feel, but it might need to get lived in for a little while before it does. But anyway, let's go in and say hi.
I'm from North Carolina, so it's
Almost all eight. You always see your name because everybody I know seems to know you.
I'm always out there beating the bushes for a few bucks.
Yeah. Where are you playing later?
I'm playing at Alley Taps on downtown. You been there?
Nah, but I think like
Some Printer's Alley.
yeah, Robert Daniels and Jim Martin play there sometimes.
I think they do.
Yeah. All right, so came down here to hang out with Ray, and some folks asked him to play, so we're gonna get lucky. You guys are gonna get lucky. Ray Siskey, veteran songwriter, written with Warren Haynes, a bunch of other folks, been around here for 30 years, and
Y'all hear that all right?
this kind of thing happened in Nashville. They're just hanging out, and people start playing. So check them out.
I found trouble down in Alabama. Woke up in a Birmingham slum. Blood on my boots and a pounding head. The judge said, son, you got to pay $90 in 90 days. Had your fun, now pay your debt. Then he said, chalk it up, lessons learned. You're gonna feel better, boy, when the healing's done. 90 days in the Alabama sun. Chalk it up, lessons learned. Blood on my boots and a pound in head. I'll be painting this town, and baby, I'm almost over you now. Now I'll sing with me. Almost over you now, nearly out of the woods. The sun is breaking through the clouds. Oh man, don't that feel good? What is that on my face? I do believe it's a smile. Baby, I'm almost over you now. Almost over you now. Nearly out of the woods. The sun is breaking through the clouds. Oh man, don't that feel good? What is that on my face? I do believe it's a smile. Thank you. You know, I think I like Minnesota.
And North
I'm
Dakota.
telling you, Minnesota's been good to me this week.
Y'all from North Dakota?
Yeah.
God knows when they'll get back to
That's
Nashville.
wise. They're using.
You could have used mine.
It's a good little guitar.
So actually, Ray and I met here. I think last time I was here, there was nobody here, and he invited me up to play, and turned out we knew a lot of the same people, and I just loved his phrasing on his songs. So.
No, I feel you. He and I know a lot of the same people too. Have known a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
Fella gets around.
Hey,
Busy man, busy
Yeah.
man.
trying to make the rent.
Anybody here been down to South Florida?
Yeah.
So South Florida, there's an old barbecue place called Shorty's, and the original one is down south of Miami, and it's called Kendall, and it's the kind of place where they sell this barbecue, where they give it to you when you get your food, this barbecue gravy and these shakers, and you shake it all over your chicken and ribs and French fries and whatever.
I was hanging out there one day, and this woman pulled up on a motorcycle, wearing nothing but leather, and she got a big plate of chicken and ribs and put that sauce all over it. And by the time she was done, there was no color on that plate; it was just white. She cleaned that plate. And, I fell in love.
Oh, gracious.
Fell in love.
I don't blame you.
This song is my ode to Barbecue Betty.
Oh, how sweet is that?
Way down South Dixie Highway, the Shorty's barbecue place, established in 1951, the best fries and gravy in the state. And it was there that I met Barbecue Betty, the love of my life. Then one week I was on my knee, asking her to be my wife. Barbecue Betty, you are the answer to all of my dreams. A woman who doesn't mind getting sauce on her jeans. Well, every Sunday we ride on her vintage Indian Scout. Eat, drink, laugh, and then head home. Wear each other out. Barbecue Betty. Packs rumbling in the heat, hair dancing in the wind, leather boots with stiletto heels, clear blue eyes, sun-drenched skin. Well, everybody waved and knew her name. It was clear she was a regular guest. Her beauty made my jaw drop to my plate. Barbecue Betty written on her vest. Barbecue Betty, you are the answer to all of my dreams. A woman who doesn't mind getting sauce on her jeans. Well, every Sunday we ride on her vintage Indian Scout. Eat, drink, laugh, and then head home. Wear each other out. Barbecue Betty. This is how we met. Well, she sat down one table low, plate of chicken and barbecue ribs, smothered her food with that sauce. She shook it out, thick and rich. She washed it down with a cold beer. That's when I caught her eye. She kissed the sauce off my cheek, and then she finished lime pie. Sometimes late at night, I thank my lucky stars for this lady in my life. Shorty's barbecue sauce, Barbecue Betty. Barbecue Betty, well, you are the answer to all of my dreams. A woman who doesn't getting sauce on her jeans. Every Sunday we ride on a vintage Indian Scout. Eat, drink, laugh, and then head home. Wear each other out. Barbecue Betty, love of my life. Barbecue Betty, glad you're my wife. Oh, I love you, Barbecue.
Gracious. Oh, man, that's awesome. Okay, thanks for coming to town.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys listening to me.
Absolutely. I'm not a musician. I play one on TV sometimes.
Come on down here.
All right,
I'll sit down. Sit down. Is that whole
Yeah, man.
What you playing? An original song. This one's called If Wishes Had Wings. We used to think that blacktop would go on and never stop. Those white lines would find infinity. But I went east and you went west. Guess leaving's all that we had left. Found out love is not a one-way street. If wishes had wings, I'd be sending one up there in the clouds. If wishes had wings, I'd be flying down the highway with you now. You're way up in Montana and I'm lost in Louisiana, thinking about how far we are apart. And you say it's for the better that we're not together, but I can't seem to break that to my heart. If wishes had wings, I'd be sending one up there in the clouds. If wishes had wings, I'd be flying down the highway with you now. And ooh, I'm going on this lonely road alone. And ooh, will my broken heart ever find a home? If wishes had wings, I'd be sending one up there in the clouds. If wishes had wings, I'd be flying down the highway with you now. I'd be flying down the highway with you now.
Feel free to look me up, and I'm on Spotify and iTunes and all that.
But when are you going to come back to
Shameless
Nashville?
self-promotion.
How long are you in town?
Here till Thursday, so I'll be at the Whiskey Bend tomorrow. I'll be
Okay.
at the Commodore Monday and Wednesday.
All right. Were you thinking of be hanging up here with Ray next week, like the earlier part of the week?
Yeah, well, I talked to him and Jim, Jim Martin.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if y'all were up here, you're going to be in here. I'll make sure I'll bring all my guests in here.
Oh, nice.
Just like this week, and so you guys will have a built-in audience.
All right.
Along with the regulars here. Right? I mean, you've been in here before,
Yeah, we used to go to the old one a lot.
Right.
Last time I was down here was the first time I came to the new one.
Yeah, I've never seen the old one. That's
Oh,
just,
really?
Yeah. The old one is where all these people were.
Yeah, it was definitely a hole in the wall.
Wow.
It's cool. This place is starting to get the vibe, though.
It is. It is.
So,
Well, folks, are y'all ready to move on?
hey, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you.
How was that?
It's fun, man. It's the kind of stuff that happens. That's how I met Ray. Just up here one night and nothing was going on. Hey, thank you,
Yeah,
man.
it was a pleasure, man. Absolutely.
It's good to meet you.
You too.
Thanks for bringing these guys out, too.
My pleasure. Well, that's what I do. I'm a tour guide. Apparently, I'm Nashville's top-rated tour guide.
Are you?
Yeah, I didn't know. It's
Ladies and gentlemen, what's the name again?
Tom Shadorn.
Tom Shadorn, if you're down in Nashville.
Yeah.
Look him up. Can you spell the last name? So
Well, I'm with Joyride Nashville. So just if you get a tour, book it through Joyride. Just to request me. Just request Tom. I'm apparently their top-rated tour guide.
Apparently.
In my first season here, I didn't mean for that to happen. I just want everybody to have a good time.
If you're bringing them to Bobby's.
I am. I do. I take them to the Boogie Bar downtown, and then I bring them up here. It's a
some
double
local-
whammy.
local spots, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
double whammy. The blues, and then the best free country music show in Nashville is at Bobby's Idle Hour Tavern.
Amen to that. Hey, it's good to meet you, man.
You too, David. Take care, y'all.
You guys take care. It's good to meet
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and thank you.
Oh, of course you guys.
Very nice voice.
Thank you.
You think about a lot what these guys give up to be songwriters. There's no insurance, there's no steady paycheck for most of them. A few hit it big, but everybody else.
So we're headed to next.
Gonna go see your friend Mark Allen. the legendary Mark Allen Barnett.
Yeah.
And we chat with him for a little while, but I don't think we're going to play. He and I have written a few songs together, and he helped me a ton, which I'll talk about. When I first got here, I got very lucky. Met him actually my first night in town.
Nice. How'd you meet him?
Well, it's a little bit of a long story, which I can explain. Let's see.
We'll save that for when we get to his place.
Hey, I just finished a drink, and you just finished a short video about another day in Nashville. If you like it, check it out again, because we're going to have a few more days coming up. So keep tuning into my channel, and you're going to see a little bit more about Nashville. You're going to see a little bit more about some of the artists, and hopefully it's going to give you a little insight on something you can do next time you're in Nashville.
How you doing?
All right, good to see you.
What's up? Hey, man.
Hi.